Welcome back, everybody. I'm Trollman90, and this is CaliburVI on PC using a 2060 Strix OC ROG Asus with 32 gigs of RAM and an i7-4770. Okay, so if this is the first time you're watching, I already did an arcade run with Cassandra. Cassandra got that 452-48, that first spot. And then I don't think I scored on these as her with the other stuff. Maybe the 1229 there, maybe. For very hard, but... And then she did do on Legendary at 25-23. So that was close, but here's my problem. I did have some luck in the match against Nightmare, but it was mostly talent, and there was some luck, because the guy, yeah, just lets you beat it sometimes. But mostly we can't practice against Inferno and the Stage 8 boss, which if you haven't seen that, is just so much fun. I wish I had the means to record my talkie first playthrough, but I didn't back then, but now I do. Because I have the 2060. Back then I had the 780 and it couldn't. I was running the game on medium, which was so impressive it could run the game good, but the game still looks great on medium. But see, I'm pretty certain that to the left of Siegfried should be Inferno. See, we can't select him, so we can't train against him on Legendary, which is a problem for the time attack, because yeah, if we had beaten him the first try there, we would have gotten bronze probably. Let's look at the times again. We were at 20 minutes when we started fighting him. Yeah, we could have gotten a bronze. Also, who gave us huge hiccups was Mitsurugi, but I haven't looked back. I forgot to screenshot the end screen, but I can just look back in the video. Anyway, so that's where we're at. So, I haven't done these two game modes, so I'm assuming one of these unlocks them. It's annoying that beating Arcade on Legendary doesn't unlock Inferno, because it probably would have in different Soul Calibur games, but oh well. Here's the guy that I started doing the game with. See, I really haven't done much at all with him. And this is the second creation of him, because my first one was lost save data. Because I broke my game because I switched his weapon stance, I'm pretty sure. And that just totally broke the game. So, let's just... Also, he's named Mainless because Cassandra wasn't it, so let's just make a new character for this.
A ray of light from the evil seed pierced the sky, its glow reaching as far as India. And here, we find another person whose fate was entwined with the two swords.
Consumed by the evil seed, yet still with presence of mind. A link between chaos and this world. You are quite the interesting one. Still, you will eventually succumb to the chaos, unless you engrave a clear image of yourself onto your soul.
I'm probably like the only person that's played this in reverse order. Create a character by selecting race, body type, weapons, and more. You know, I was a skeleton before, but I don't know if you guys really want to see a freaking skeleton the whole game. So, let's be a lizard then. So I already have a skeleton character if I do want to clear it out to get a different ending. So I'm going to assume there's at least two different endings. Soul Edge and Soul Calibur. We're not... Actually, I know how... Look at this. See, if we make him little... Wait, that's thin. Yes, change this. Okay, this is where it shows it. And this is true for characters. That's why characters like Amy and Talum do so much damage because they're little. So yeah, it shows +3 power and -3 reach. That's actually a lot more damage. Because I was testing the game and I made a little ninja, like Taki. And they dealt drastically more damage being little than Taki, who I believe is height. Her height is either this or this, I'm not sure which. So let's just be tiny, so we'll deal crazy damage. Our reach will be bad. But that'll be okay, because there's going to be like... I doubt it'll be challenged remotely at all. In this. We'll see, hopefully it will be, but I don't see a game difficulty. Like, I wish I could jack it up to Legendary. But I don't think I can. Find hilarious nonsensical sounds. It's just fully deep. There we go, that sounds good. Edit color, here we go. I want to look like a Gorn from Star Trek. We can always... I'm not sure which... I'll just go off memory. I think it's like that. You don't really see... Gordon and Trek don't have tails, so I'm just talking about the JJ verse ones. Oh, these are his eyes. Ooh. Jack up saturation. I love the color orange, obviously. So let's give a little Cassandra orangey tribute. There you go, that looks similar to hers. The eyes. Sure, let's do that. I guess that's all we can do for him. Well, here's what shows your weapon types. Oh, this will be interesting, because I haven't seen Amy's or Cassandra's one.
Yeah, believe it or not, I forgot to actually bring a piece to get that brown matched. So.
Okay, Katana, this is Yoshimitsu, which is kind of weird. It doesn't say who this is. But yeah, he's close. Then in between far and offense is Sungmina's stance. Two Ninja Sword is Taki, which is close. That looks so stupid, that's hilarious as heck. Offensive close is Maxi. Just close is Voldo. And you just pause and read these if you want to read these. And here's close, which I would assume this one is Sophidia, because it doesn't say Omega Sword and Shield. There's this Y-hander. Close defense, I would assume this is Siegfried. Could be Nightmare, but it's probably Siegfried. Then far in defense is Ivy. And I assume this is Keelake, he's just mid-range defense. And close to Xianghua. That also looks really freaking hilarious. And this is Yoshimitsu, he's middle offense close. I guess far actually, offense close. I don't know if they go beyond this, but I think they do. And here's... Here's just Mother 4. Yeah, this is definitely Nightmare. Yeah, that was Siegfried's stance. It's definitely Nightmare. He's, short range-ish far or mid-far? I'm not sure how you want to... That's red. And here's offense far, which is Astaroth. And here's Cervantes, he's just in the middle. This looks like Raphael's stance, but I assume this is Raphael. He's far in defense short. There's Talum, she's close, slightly defense far. That doesn't make any sense because she doesn't have that much range, but I guess she does. Yeah, she's definitely further ring out than even Tyra. Tyra's just close, short. Here's the Solomel. He's also in the middle. No wonder he's so good. Here's offense close for Grow. She doesn't look too bad, actually. And here's as well. Stance. He can be any, so it's just question mark. She has so many different moves. Here's Gerald, or Gerald, I mean. So he's just short offense. I swear he was in the middle before, but these patches, they may have changed his stuff. Maybe he wasn't. Here's 2B. She's also the same as him with short offense. Here's Amy. She's close defense, which I think was the same as Raphael. Oh my goodness, it's so fun. Cassandra's stance is so feminine. But I assume we were a male lizard. I don't even know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. This is gonna be so funny. And that is, looks like they're saying long, but that could once again be medium. And no one's truly long range, but that I find that hard to believe, so it's probably long offense close. They probably made Cassandra long, she has a lightning now. Elliot, yeah, we're probably a guy with that name. We'll be Gorn. What if it's Solar 12? Yeah, I don't know the name of the JJ verse ones, but we'll just call him JJ Gorn because we have a tail. There we go, JJ Gorn. Or Jar Jar, as I like to call him. Because he's also a fan of Trek. Of Star Wars and Trek. It's gonna be so stupid, we're gonna look so dumb.
If you can keep a hold of who you are, you will be able to stave off the chaos. Now arise. Take up your weapon and fight. Your life depends on it.
Our freaking portrait picture, what the heck? Okay, it's 1584 apparently for long. I don't think we can look at anything else, we just have to do this. When I woke up, my head was pounding. Maybe it was the nightmare I'd had, where I could barely catch my breath or stop shaking. I could try to do a Gorn voice to sound like this. When I woke up, my head was pounding. Maybe it was the nightmare I'd had, but I could barely catch my breath or stop shaking. But yeah, my voice will probably fail to this gameplay if I do that. I cannot daily keep doing that voice. Also, that might annoy people. Then, you're finally awake. It seems you had quite the nightmare. A man in a hood stood at my side. His appearance suggested someone quiet, but strong-willed. My name is the Salamel, and I know what's happened to you. You were greatly affected by the evil seed. You escaped becoming a malfested, but I'm afraid you may not escape death. Ask about the evil seed, ask about the malfested, ask about your nightmare and the headache. Do not ask anything. Well, we're Gorn, so we don't speak at all human, but I can see Gorn can speak basic. Ask about the evil seed. It's a great evil that burst forth from Western Europe as a torrent of light and rained down around the world. Ask about the malfested. They are beings whose bodies and minds have been twisted by evil. Symptoms vary, but some are known to become monsters. Many malfested lose all sense of reason, become violent, and attack people. Luckily for you, fate put you on a different path. I'm asking about the nightmare and headache. Your body does not appear to have been altered by the evil seed. However, it seems to have affected your soul, linking it to what is called the astral chaos. The astral chaos is a curious realm where great powers collide in time. It will consume your soul, resulting in your death. Your nightmare and headache are a sign of what is to come. And then our final response is just don't ask anything. If you wish to continue living, come with me. I will teach you how to extend your life. Change location. Okay, now we can actually look at this crap. Submission log. What, it knows I've completed these from my other campaign? What? Is this in a new game? Apparently it still remembers that. Or that's a bug. Well, we'll do those again anyway. Just because we haven't done them with Cassandra. They're changing this. I'm assuming they patched the game so it doesn't crash now when you change your weapon type, but it may. But yeah, see, this is where it says. See, it says where Cassandra style. Sophia style. Yeah, it's showing the gear from our other character. Well, we won't use that. This is not a new game. This is like a new game plus. Whoa, that's crazy. It has a built-in new game plus feature. Oh, we have the Dark Blade from Cassandra. That's awesome. I like that weapon. Don't know if it'll actually look like it, but it might. What the heck is this? Oh, these are items we have. Once again, this may be from my other campaign, but whatever. We probably won't be using anything like that. Now we can change location. We can go up to his dojo. Let's do that. They should give XP doing these. Both shows are complete though. Will we get it? I heard a rumor of a famous local dojo run by a well-respected man named Trana, who is reputed to be adept in all martial arts. This is a tutorial on basics of combat and the battle system. Note that explanations refer to the game's difficult controls. The game's default controls. Difficult controls. Default controls. I learned of a highly respected martial arts instructor in India named Trona. Praised as the very model of a warrior. We'll just try to do everything because I don't know what unlocks Inferno. I made my way across treacherous mountain paths and traversed crumbling ledges before finally reaching my destination, a dojo surrounded by burbling mountain streams. To one side of the dojo, a diverse group of young warriors was enthusiastically practicing with weapons, having come from far and wide. I'd heard many of them even came from royal or noble bloodlines, unlike their master's humble roots. Hail, traveler! What business do you have so deep in the mountains? I told him my name, and that I'd come here to learn.
My name is J.J. Gorn.
Well, J.J. Gorn, I never refuse anyone with a desire to learn. However, I live in seclusion because I have earned the air of the local king. If you stay, you too may find yourself with a powerful enemy. Are you sure about this? I nodded and he continued. It's so hilarious for a freaking reptile. Very well, I will train you. Before we begin, let me see your skills. Dude, these are beaten legendary arcade skills. Although we haven't meddled it, so there's things to learn. Because yeah, my Cassandra can be taken to a whole new level. I'm barely using any of her moves to clear that out. Now press and hold the direction with shows D-pad. I use the freaking thumbstick most all the time. Run in that direction. This is called an 8-way run. Additionally, you can lightly press the direction with the D-pad to perform a quick step in that direction. Or you can use the thumbstick, left thumbstick. Oh, it just wants to move around. Do 180 moving around. There we did. And step in any direction 3 times. Clear! Now it says press X to hinder your opponent's movement with a horizontal attack. And press Y to perform a damaging vertical attack. Yeah, verticals always do more damage. Or press B to unleash a quick kick. Perform kick for close range combat. Oh, I guess we completed whatever it was. Rapidly press any attack button to perform a combo attack unique to each character. You can perform basic combo attack by pressing A or B, X or Y, or in my case, square and triangle. So, or holding while pressing D-pad forward, either by themselves or pressing D-pad forward. Wait. Well, for when our controller just dies, so let's wake it up. Do you have a controller? Oh no, maybe they locked my movement there. They might have. Guard against your opponent's attack. Pressing A/G. Guarded 1. Boop, boop. I docked him. He hit me with the eye. It's gonna get cute. We do. We have the Dark Blade from Cassandra. I love this sword. So cool. Oh, we can't see the cool shield. Here, maybe I can flip the angle he is so we can see that. Wait, I bet if we grapple him. Most of the time grappling will shift sides? No, not that one. That one didn't. I don't know if Cassandra's does. Oh, now it's just guard low. So doing down plus A. Perform a crouching guard. Or X. I'm technically doing X because I'm on Xbox. Low attacks are used to aim for your opponent's legs and can be performed by pressing down and an attack button together. You're not gonna have us do that? Okay. Press and hold RB to perform, which is right bumper, to perform a reversal edge, which will allow you to defend yourself by parrying your opponent's attacks and follow up with your own. Successful landing a reversal edge will create some distance between you and your opponent and cause you both to take fighting stances. Hit your opponent with a reversal edge. With a, I'll see the basic. Yeah, this is the new stuff, Soul Calibur 6 right here. It's pretty pointless. But there's some advantage to it. It's just really dumb, because if you're at high level, you'll just be completely destroyed. The AI will just punish the heck out of us. After taking a fighting stance, both you and your opponent will enter a clash phase, in which actions can be performed with X, Y, or B, each resulting in a different attack. The attacks will have a rock, scissors, paper relationship with one another, where X beats B B beats Y, and Y beats X. So it's saying A beats B, B beats... No, A beats... Yeah, A beats Kick, Kick beats B, and B beats A. That would be the Soul Calibur terminology for that. Or it'd be square beats triangle, triangle beats circle, circle beats square. For the PlayStation terminology of that. Okay, how do we make this go next? Oh, I was supposed to press the attack button and hit him. Well, somehow the one I hit worked. Okay, clashes will normally only occur after successful reversal edge. Okay, well, let him hit us so I can fully read this. If you successfully parry your opponent's attack, continue to hold right button to set amount of time, and you can enter a clash even if your reversal edge is blocked. Yeah, that's the point of holding it down like this. That's the hold. Goes through guard. Oh, we're supposed to win now. Never supposed to parry one. Assume he blocked then? To parry? There we go. Oh no, we're supposed to parry an attack. Okay, I get what he's saying. Oh, he didn't attack! Oh, means you punk. We have to time it to his attack. Oh yeah, and then I just did... He's not attacking! Oh my god, I hate low AIs. Attack! You have to attack for this to work, dude. There it is. There we go. That was it. Critical Edge. Also, a lot of people call them supers. But yeah, CE, Critical Edge. The glowing yellow gauge, top left. Here, I'll use the mouse. See, if you're looking down here. It's right there. Oops, I just bumped super, accidentally. The glowing yellow gauge at the top screen uses the soul gauge. When you're pressing R2 and the gauge at 1 or high will allow you to perform a critical edge, special attack. I think I can read it all. Sorry about that, I bumped with my leg. Oh well, you can pause the video and read that if you need to. Pressing... And that was right bumper. All I did was this if you want to see it again. See? And then that's its miss, because there's a super close range. Pressing back and... It's also, it doesn't say it, but it's also A, B, and K all put together. Which was that. Yeah, there it is. That was me manually doing it with my thumb on the PlayStation 3 controller. Pressing back and right trigger with the gauge at... I wish this was not back and right trigger. I wish this was a whole different input. But I don't think I can change the controls for that. Because, yeah, if you're trying to step back in Super, you can accidentally soul charge. I've learned to not do it now, but when I first played the game, I did it all the time. It was so frustrating. Especially as Taki, because she didn't have the greatest soul charge, in my opinion. Not like her crazy good Super. But as Cassandra, it looked like soul charging does have more of a point. With the gauge at 1 or higher, will allow you to perform a soul charge, which may send your opponent flying or temporarily increase the amount of damage you inflict. Among other effects, which should mean knockback and cancelling of a super when you soul charge. While the soul charge is in effect, the soul gauge, or cancelling of a critical edge. Sorry, I should use that terminology. The soul gauge changes appearance to indicate time remaining. So we're doing it. Back and right trigger. Oh, and here's our custom move. Boom! That doesn't ring? Really? Oh, ring might be turned off for this. Ring out may be turned off. You can also perform a powerful technique called fierce attacks with the soul charge is in effect. You list the fierce attacks for each character by selecting gauge attacks from the move list. Wait, each character is supposed to have a gauge attack? Really? Maybe they do now. I swear Taki didn't have those. This includes the basic tutorial. You should now have enough information about the different attack and guard options available to you, as well as have a good idea of how to use your soul gauge. With this knowledge at your fingertips, you'll be able to hold your own in battle. Yeah, this is really easy. This is like normal difficulty, I think. Let's see if ringing is actually turned off. It is. Yeah, ring is definitely turned off. That's why I didn't ring. No, we're not getting hit by you, dude. We're not getting hit by you. Oh, I can taunt and end it. Onto your taunt. You appear to have mastered the basic fighting techniques. Looking like way the wrong name. I wish I could record this with my brothers. You do like the funniest freaking dubs, but they're too busy. So I'm just recording these. Mr. Jordan's expression grew clouded. Let me tell you a story. When I first began my training, I had a fellow disciple who was slightly older and always looked down on me. I wanted to prove myself against him, so I learned a powerful technique. I'm just talking quickly because I doubt you guys really want to hear this crap. And yet, when the time came, I could not defeat him. It turned out I was unable to actually use the technique when the chance came. My folly became evident. Instead of focusing on learning a flashy technique, I should have worked on improving my fundamental skills. Yeah, our Cassandra's fundamental skills are totally there because we clear legendary with them. Now we do need to learn just her fancy special techniques. So I dedicated myself to practicing the fundamentals. When I was satisfied, I went to challenge him once again, but I was too late. He had lost his life in a war against a neighboring kingdom. This man had a son who claimed vengeance against the one who slew his father. Only half a year after later. Wow, that does not sound like good English. Now he is a warrior even more skilled than his father was. Take this letter of introduction. If you ever have a chance, you should pay him a visit. Took Master Jonah's letter and thanked him.
Thank you.
And left the dojo behind. Okay, that'll probably do it for part 1. Oh my, it's already insanely long, yeah. Thanks so much for watching. May your tale eternally be retold.